Hey, Merry Christmas, grumpy old gentleman. Jay here in the movie room, back with our monthly movie club meeting. And this one is Mr. Harry Benson's pick. It's a Wonderful Life. This is the brand new 4K edition that I got um, earlier in December, late November, during one of those many online sales. Got it for $9.99, and I got it for the first time on Blu-ray last year, and already upgraded to the 4K, and it looked great on Blu-ray, but for $10 I went ahead and got the 4K version, and it looks even better. Um, this has the black and white and color version of it, and I've never watched a color version. Not since 1986, I believe. I remember the first time I saw it on VHS was when my dad bought our family a VCR in 1985, and one of the first tapes he bought was the black and white version of It's a Wonderful Life. And then the following year in '86, it was colorized, and I think Ted Turner had a lot to do with that because they owned the rights to it or something, or it was in the public domain for so many years, and I seem to remember Ted Turner having something to do with that. Yeah, it was colorized, and that was the only time I ever watched it, and it was really a terrible colorization. And I've heard it actually looks pretty good in color, but maybe I'll watch it one day. I don't know, but. This classic Christmas movie, released in December of 1946, released just a few days before Christmas, had like a $3 million budget, which was kind of a lot for a 1940s movie, I suppose. Released by RKO Pictures, and starred James Stewart and Donna Reed and Henry Travers as Clarence. He plays Jimmy Stewart's guardian angel in the film, and of course Jimmy Stewart plays George Bailey. He's really a guy, really probably the nicest guy you'll ever meet in a movie, and he selfishly gave up his personal dreams in order to help others in his community that he lived in, Bedford Falls, New York, and he sort of, well, he does contemplate suicide towards the end of the movie, and his guardian angel, as I said, kind of comes along and shows George how he has touched the lives of so many people in the town of Bedford, and changed their lives for the better by helping them out, and how different everybody's lives would be, how different his wife, how her life would have been without George if he'd never had been around, been born. And George's wife was played by Donna Reed. Great performance by her too. And yeah, this movie has it all: comedy, drama, little depressing. Some of my movie friends says it makes them cry. I don't think I've ever cried during it. It's not that depressing to me, but I do enjoy it. It's a wonderfully acted film. One of the greatest films of all time, but when it was released, it got kind of mixed reviews in the '40s, and it was a disappointment at the box office. It didn't even make the money. It didn't even make its $3 million back at the box office. It was made slightly less than that, and it became a perennial favorite in the '70s and '80s when it fell in the public domain. There was some kind of mix-up in the broadcast rights to it in the '70s, and something wasn't signed on one of the contracts, and it fell out of the hands of RKO Studios. They no longer owned the the rights to it, and any TV station could show it at any time. If they chose to show it 24 hours a day, they could, and they didn't have to pay anything to the studios. And that's pretty much what happened. I remember it in the 80s when I was growing up. It was shown non-stop on PBS stations, local TV stations during the Christmas seasons. And it seems nowadays it's hardly ever shown. I don't even know if it was shown this year. I think my wife mentioned something about it was on a week or so ago on network TV. I never watch TV, so I don't know what channel it was on. If it's on basic cable or what. But yeah, Frank Capra, of course, directed it, and after he directed this, he got so much flack for it. Studios weren't too eager to have him really do anything else. Of course, he went on and done other movies, but this kind of hurt his career. Hard to believe, but it was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, Best Picture. Of course, it lost to the Best Years of Our Lives. That was the big winner. It won quite a few awards in 1946. Yeah, I always liked this one, Harry, and great pick, great Christmas pick. I really just started watching it recently, the last few years. I had the DVD of it for many years, and I never got around to watching it, and I probably watched it like 3-4 years ago, and then it was finally released on Blu-ray, and I bought the Blu-ray for the first time last year, watched it, and then this came out, and I watched it, and I know Mr. Higgins, he's a big fan of it because Jimmy Stewart's his favorite actor of all time, and I can really see that because Jimmy Stewart is a really likable guy. He plays likable characters. He done many westerns that are really good. I always liked Shenandoah. That's a good favorite Jimmy Stewart western that I like. Donna Reed, of course, she went on and done the Donna Reed show from the late 50s, early 60s. I always liked it when they would show reruns on Nick at Night. And of course, she replaced Barbara Bel Geddes in the 80s nighttime soap Dallas. She played Miss Ellie for one season and died shortly after. But you know, I always liked Donna Reed, and she's really beautiful in this old movie. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, and I hope they were pretty good. I hope you were pretty entertained. And next month for January, I believe it is Mr. Mike Wilson's pick, and I'm curious to see what he'll pick for us. Probably something teen angsty or maybe a beach party movie. Hey, I'm up for anything. But I hope everyone had a pretty good Christmas, at least, you know, was around somebody, had some good food or something. I know it's been a hard year for pretty much everybody in one way or another, be it this damn coronavirus or other things. But yeah, thanks guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you next video. Bye.